Peter, you actually won the URC squad. How does that feel? That must be something for you as a rugby.
Yeah, man, it's incredible. I'm so emotional. I've been emotional since the final whistle. The whole week. I said on Monday, I walked into the team room and I said, if I hear the words URC this week, you get a 500 rand fine. We're not playing against the URC, we're playing against the Lions, and they've got 23 players and we've got 23 players, and it wasn't mentioned the whole week, and that was the mindset going into this game. So I think for the competition going forward, I think there's definitely not an asterisk next to this win. I think it's a proper Currie Cup win, and to do it, we've for long we've said that there's room for the smaller unions in South African rugby, and hopefully this shows that we can compete with a budget probably 20% of the Lions budget. We came here and beat a full strength Lions team who brought Springboks in for the final. So incredibly proud. Hopefully it opens doors for the smaller unions. Hopefully it shows that we can compete. Hopefully they find a way. The bigger unions, the smaller unions, Saru, Supersport. Hopefully find a way that we can play more competitive rugby. We're off now till March. We don't play any rugby until March. This team. So hopefully this shows that there's room for more teams playing in better competitions.
Thanks for this focus and then one. Congratulations on your win. Grateful that for ending that 55-year drought on this competition. That must be something really special. Not just because you won it, but especially in you being a head coach. Can you just share more in your life about how you feel ending that drought as well?
Yeah, it's very special. Thank you. Obviously 4 years ago there was a massive thing made when we were played in the final at home about the 1970 team. This week we went the opposite direction. We didn't discuss it. We didn't talk about it. Just try and take as much pressure off the players as possible. But from our supporters, there's obviously that was a chat from them. But yeah, incredibly proud. You'll always be a Currie Cup winner, and it's first time since 1970. So I'm obviously incredibly proud, and hopefully we will not wait another 55 years. This union shown it's now 2 finals in 4 years, and hopefully we can build on this.
Hi, Lisa. My name is Mark Greenaway from Independent Online. How would you like to see the way forward for the smaller unions? Would you like to see the bigger unions having teams in the SA Cup? Or how would you like to see things go from here?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how to answer that, but I think we need international competition. To put the bigger unions, a B or C team in the SA Cup. It's more games, but it's not more. It's not going to bring in more revenue. It's not going to bring in bigger sponsors. We if we can get an international competition, then we can spend more money. We maybe get more broadcast money. We get bigger sponsors because there's more opportunities to earn revenue. There's more TV money maybe. So that's where we need to look. It's a conversation that's been going on for years, but hopefully something like this can be almost a catalyst moment for something like that to say, listen, Griquas have shown what can be done. So let's make sure we look deeper into this and find competitions to play in.
Thanks, Peter. And then Carl.
Coach, firstly, congratulations. Coach, 2 weeks ago, you sat to the same chair, Coach. You kept on saying, I want to be back here to play the Lions and Dennis Park in the final. What made you want this fixture so much, and how much did you do in this week to make sure that a similar team that lost 37-7 2 weeks ago comes out to this?
Yeah, I think I said 2 weeks ago that wasn't the Griquas team we know. We didn't pitch up that night. I said didn't know if it was the wait for the Lightning of the game that kicked off a bit late and something new for us. But we didn't have energy, and we didn't felt we did guys didn't believe in themselves, and also reviewed that going into the semi-final against the Cheetahs, and when we look back at that game, we felt it wasn't because of URC players, it was because of our own doing that we didn't get the performance out, and And then obviously I think big thing we played United a totally different game than we played tactically 2 weeks ago. You know, I thought. On Monday I said to the players, this is the plan for the week, and I believe if we can execute this, we can take them on, and credit to the players, you know, until the last minute, they stuck to their guns, and we got the reward, you know, it's just about belief, you know. I think it helped us being here 2 weeks ago. We. We saw the new change rooms, which is obviously, I mean, for us from Kimberley, I don't know if you guys have been into the change rooms, but it's obviously been redone and it's special, and we've seen the opposition, and based on what we seen 2 weeks ago, we worked out a plan how we want to play this week, and yeah, credit to the guys. You know, it was just I think. People will say we're lucky with that last penalty. We got tackled out twice in the corner. We got held up over the goal line. We created more opportunities than them, I think. And yeah, just happy for everyone involved.
Coach, can you take us through that roller coaster of emotions from a coaching perspective? The Lions kick the ball out, the celebrations, TMO calls, as a reverse, you guys are the winners. What's going through your mind at that time? Take us through that period of time.
Yeah, firstly, that penalty from Lugobalo de Bela, you know, I brought him from the Sevens to Griquas, and then the Lions brought him from Griquas to the Lions, and I thought, okay, here's the guy's got a very special relationship with still, and he's beating us in the final. And then, but as that tap clap down happened, I was on the radio and I was getting to the ref because I saw it live, and I immediately thought that's a penalty. Lucky enough, the TMO came in. So yeah, it was emotional. And then I don't think you want anyone else in world rugby than George White to take that penalty for you. So I was really calm in that moment.
Thanks, Will. Carl, and then Ken.
It must be about taking off 98 to 100% according to script of what you train and everything. But were you surprised that it was so easy to keep to your script? Apart from the last, like I said, the penalty from the better, all the other stuff more or less went by what you think.
Yeah, if you look at, I think we almost lost the game just by losing two kickoffs. You know, we lost the kickoff in the first half. It led to them scoring, and then just as we scored to lead, and we lost the kickoff, and they scored. That's obviously not part of the script, but tactically, we wanted to take them on through the middle. Lots of pick and goes. We felt everyone's talking about our back line and everyone's about our back three, but we thought we could take them up front, and with pick and goes and playing close, and then pulling them in, and then maybe striking wide. And the message the whole week was if we're in it with 15 minutes to go, then we can open it up. And I think exactly 15 minutes to go tonight. I think we open it up at the right time. It's good to have a guy like George White that was experience. He's like a coach on the field. You know, he backed the plan. There was one chip kick we kicked in the first half over the ruck, which wasn't part of the plan. And then the Lions scored. So you often go against it, but I mean, for 80 minutes, 90% of the match, I think the guys did really well. I mean, we put ourselves in a few positions to get drop goals, which was also part of the plan. It didn't come off, but what it did was, even though we missed, we still played in their half. So that was yeah, credit to George and the drivers of the team sticking to the plan.
Ken, and then
Congratulations. Yeah. Obviously, there was a lot technically and tactically that you guys did really well, but would you say most of all this is a triumph of the spirit? I mean, just the character you guys showed up there. I mean, you were second best in the set pieces, but and obviously playing here and all the talk about the Lions team and that, but they just found a way.
Yeah, I found a way has been our slogan for the whole year. You know, it's about finding a way. And I said in my team talk before the game to the players, I said Griquas is renowned for a team that plays with passion and a team that never gives up. And that's all I expected from them today. You know, I knew we had the plan, and I said if we bring the passion and being desperate in everything we do, mean, even that tackle on Angela Davids in the corner from Dylan Mart, you know, that's desperation. And that's a team fighting together, playing with passion, and then you get the luck. You know, when if you're willing to work, that hard. So yeah, it's just just very happy.
Coach, what does this mean for for the team's confidence, especially heading into the new season?
Yeah, hopefully a lot. You know, we've got a big break now. As I said, we're only playing in March, SA Cup again. I mean, from this team, I think we're only losing Leon Lyons and Thomas Bursey, who's moving on to new provinces. So the whole starting lineup is still with us next year. We've got a built good squad depth. We managed to keep key players, um, and so hopefully we can go from strength to strength. You know, it's important that we build. You know, I think this season continuity has been key for us. We haven't made a lot of changes, and to be successful, I believe you need continuity in staff, in players. And this is a team now. I started 4 years ago. It's a team that's been together now. Yes, we lose players like Dylan Schuurblom played for the Lions. He still played SA Cup for us this year. He played for the Lions today. We lose players, but what we've done over the years is recruit really well. And but you don't want to start with 12, 13 new players every year. So next year, building with this squad, 95, 97% of this team will still be here next year. So hopefully we can build on that.
Thank you. Any more questions? Going once, twice?
I think just coach on touching within the big break. How do you keep the players motivated, coach? They're going for quite a long period of time. Pre-season, when does it start? How do you keep them motivated? What's the program like from now to March?
Yeah, it's difficult because pre-season in Kimberley is tough. You know, 42 degrees. We work a bit on our golf handicap in that time. You know, gotta take time off. But I think with my medical team, you know, I think I must give credit to them. ICNC, we haven't got any serious injuries currently. I see where I read the URC teams, they struggle with injuries, and a lot of teams with injuries. I think we had one injury going into this game, a fully fit squad. So the way we manage a load in training, the way we set out our program, I must give credit to Jacques de Tour, who's our head of high performance and putting all that together. But in Kimberley, you know, the nice thing about Kimberley is everything is within 3 minutes drive. So we try and make pre-season fun. It's hard. We try and make it fun. We do a lot of team building stuff. Players are close to each other there. But yeah, as soon as we feel we need a break in pre-season, we try and do not longer than 2.5 weeks at a time. We cannot pre-season now for 6 months, you know. So we'll get them back. We'll give them a month off. Some players will go to your C teams. Hopefully they get some game time. We're open to loan our players if there is injuries and some of the URC teams need some depth. Otherwise we'll start with gym and probably only start with field training at December, January probably only.
Coach, we'll take one more from Morgan.
You mentioned now the URCTs. It's kind of going to the stories. I know that you guys maybe just want to keep them until after this moment. But it's a good opportunity for him and also to bring some experience back.
Yeah, so currently our captain, Kevin Lamini, is going to the Sharks for a few months. It looks like our two wings are going to the Stormers, Martin Weir, and then Caleb Abrams as well, possibly going to the Stormers. They're going on tour now for 3 weeks, so it will probably only be when they come back from tour. And then there were one or two inquiries about some other players as well. But hopefully, I think a lot of these guys deserve to play at a high level, and hopefully they do get an opportunity.
Colleagues, thank you very much. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.